salvation.
Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Elena. So let's start from her stats. I can say that her stats is pretty good, okay? Because like you can see that yes, she is a hybrid character, so it may be a little bit hard to max her stats because you need to increase both attack and magic. But like you can see, she gets nice attack and magic boost, and her true double hand stats is also pretty decent. Okay, 300% true double hand attack and magic. So I can say it's not that hard to max these stats, especially because we get her free STMR. Okay, so yes, pretty easy to max. Not only that, they also give her attack and magic 500 raw points. So yes, I can say based on my experience, she can reach like 4,500, 5,000 attack quite easy, okay? Which means I can say she is better than Starlight Elena and probably Eldrin. You will see later, okay? And not only that, her other defensive stats like health, MP, defense, spirit are also pretty decent, okay? So yes, I can say really amazing stats. Okay, and as an extra, she also get 200% demon and human killer, and don't forget she also get 100% chain modifier cap, which means you only need one savior of soul lightning STMR. And on brave she form, she doesn't have attack and magic boost, but it's okay because she becomes a support on brave ship. So yes, basically like a form where she can try to survive and support your character because she also get 100% fatal damage protection. Okay, and that's all for the stats. Now let's talk about the normal form. So on normal form, she is a chainer and also able to give nice support for your party. And let's talk about chainer first. First of all, let's just forget that she able to chain with Aurel Ray, Stardust Ray, because in my opinion, the damage modifier are low, okay? Sure, you can get like 90 to 100 times, but you need to do lots of setup, and I think that's not worth, okay? So let's just treat her as a bolting strike chainer. And for bolting strike chain, I can say that on Clash of Wheels, she is amazing because like you can see that she can deal like 615 times hybrid damage on Clash of Wheels. But the problem is, outside of Clash of Wheels, she is kinda average because like you can see that she deals like 105 times, 100 times hybrid damage. It is not bad hybrid damage, but if you compare her to previous hybrid attackers like Starlight Elena, Eldrin, I can say this damage modifier are nothing special. Sure, okay, Starlight Elena can get 100 times hybrid damage too, but require a little bit setup, okay, by using that, I forgot the name, but by using her move 2 times. But for this normal Elena, you don't need to do anything like that. You do like 105 times damage out of the box immediately. So yes, if you ask me, is she decent hybrid attackers at this point? Yes, very nice hybrid attackers, but as a DPS, I don't think that she is that amazing. Basically, what compensates her is her nice stats. Her damage modifier is simply too ordinary. Remember, this is hybrid damage. Okay, so in the real practice, it will deal less damage than the pure physical or magical attack. But again, because it's quite easy to max both attack and magic, maybe it won't be that different, okay? If you ask me, maybe it's equal to like 90 times physical attack or 90 times magic, okay, because of her amazing amazing stats, but again, nothing too special in terms of DPS for normal content. And she also able to imbue herself with 4 elements. This is really nice because she's a true double hand character, so an ability to imbue with element gives her nice flexibility. And not only imbue, she also imperil the enemy by 120% and boosts her damage for that element by 35%. So this is where she compensates her average in quote damage modifier. So yes, in the end, I can say quite nice, but again, her main strength is for class of wheels. The thing that I really like about her on normal form is she able to give your party 50% damage mitigation and 3500 health barrier on the first turn. So that's a lot, especially if you use like Beatrix, you need to wait until Beatrix limit burst ready. Okay, 50% damage mitigation is still usable on today, especially on the early part of the battle. So yes, this is very nice support. And for Grande's ability, she also imperil sword resist. And remember, her trust mastery word is sword. So yes, this is another source to improve her damage and plus 100% accuracy. So yes, pretty nice character, okay, I can say. And yes, the good thing about her limit burst is, yes, it's not that good, okay, actually. 250% all stats buff. Maybe the good thing is it only requires 40 limit burst crystals, so you can cast it often, but in terms of stats buff, I can say it's maybe not that special, especially if you have that white dragon link. And in the future, we gonna get Irit, and at that time 400% all stats buff is the meta. So this 250%, it may sound amazing at this point, but soon it won't be that important, okay? But overall, I can say this normal form is quite decent. Okay, so that's for the normal form. For Brave She form, so for Brave She form, I can say that she is still pretty decent. Okay, first thing I really like is she able to remove Elemental Imperil from your party. But again, this removal may be kind of useless because the enemy trial usually on today is, yes, they imperil and attack on the same turn. So on the next turn, when you remove the imperil, they're gonna imperil it again. So what's the purpose of this imperil? I don't think that's really useful, okay? But the useful thing is she gives you 100% all elemental resist. So this is nice, okay? This all elemental resist lasts for 5 turns and the cooldown is also 5 turns. So unless the enemy dispel the buffs, you are kind of safe on the battle. So this one is really useful if you don't want to be confused on dark vision, because yes, sometimes you need to absorb, to prevent damage from the elemental attack. So this one is really decent. And the special thing about this Brave She form is you can get 280% all stats buff, and the best part is it cannot be dispelled. So this is something that really special. Sure, maybe in the future Irit have that 400%, but correct me if I'm wrong, okay, but from what I can remember, the Irit buff, even it is 400%, it is cannot be dispelled, which means yes, Irit buff still can be dispelled, okay, which means yes, on some battle this 280% is still superior than Irit buff. Okay, very nice. So on Class of Wheels, you also get, yes, special abilities, but I don't think it is that amazing, okay? Maybe there's one thing amazing, okay? 50% AoE damage mitigation, but again, yes, they can only be used on Class of Wheels, but yes, the good thing about this is it cannot be dispelled, but again, your morale needs to be low, and at that situation it's kind of dangerous. So yes, I don't think it's that special. For the 100, for the human and demon killer, I think it's better to use her Brave Shift Limit Burst. Okay, because her Brave Shift Limit Burst is also pretty decent buffs. I think you should refrain yourself from using her normal form Limit Burst, okay? This Brave Shift Limit Burst is simply superior, okay? You get high demon and human killer, you get nice stats buff, and maybe the most important thing is barrier. 10,000 barrier. That's a lot, and again, you can spam this because it only requires 40 limit burst crystals, and she has nice stats. Okay, so that's for the Brave Shift form. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, it is easy. Simply max her true double hand and attack and magic. Okay, very easy to if you have her STMR, which means yes, you will have her because you gonna need that STMR to make her into Neo Vision, right? The hardest thing to gear her is the Savior of Soul Lightning STMR, I guess, because yes, you need that STMR. If you don't have Savior of Soul Lightning, then you are out of luck. But the good news is we can use our Neo Vision choice ticket to get Lightning, okay? Talking about that, I will talk about which one you should pick, okay? Just in case you haven't choose which character you pick from the list, okay? I will make it later. And for Brave Shift form, it is meant for support. You don't need anything. Maybe faster LBV rate, okay? So after you use her limit burst, you can get full LB again, gathering from LB crystals that your DPS drop. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you, the sentence. Okay, sorry for the wording. And enough about equipment. My conclusion for Elena. So I can say that Elena is really nice character, and remember, for the veteran, the one who participate on 5th anniversary, you get her for free. So there's really nothing to complain. I can say that the damage is really nice, especially for class of whale. And outside of class of whale, she is also still powerful if you fight against demon and human. But yes, I think that's it. Nothing so game breaking about her, okay? Her damage is nice, but it is far from the top tier DPS on the game, okay? I can say that if, let's say, Noctis is S tier, maybe this Elena is like B plus or A minus tier, okay? And for the support abilities, they are also nice, okay? The barrier nice for the Brave Shift Limit Burst. Also the damage mitigation, 50% on the first turn setup. Also very nice, okay? So really nothing to complain. Maybe the only thing I can complain is the Trust Mastery word because it is only usable for her and yes, Starlight Elena. But again, don't get your hopes too high. It seems that they won't even give Starlight Elena X+2 abilities upgrade. So Starlight Elena on today, I can say kinda underwhelming, okay? This Elena is much better than Starlight Elena until maybe they upgrade her X+2 abilities. And for the STMR, it is very, very good. Okay, high attack magic and true double hand attack magic. It is usable for true double hand characters. Okay, you can use it for mage or physical DPS. This is still, I can say this is still one of the best STMR on the game for 5-star units. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Elena. Thank you very much for watching. Press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Prep XPS guide. Bye bye guys.